Basically, I work in abstraction, and I draw from various sources of research, and specifically 3 categories. One is art history, the second is social history, and the third is current events. So when I make my work, I'm attempting to make constellations where an object, an image, or event has the potential to time travel and arrive in the contemporary moment and essentially reposition itself. At that point, I feel that the work can then open up fractures in the social and political landscape so that new revelations can possibly be made or interpreted. My own familial background is an immigrant background. Hence, that is the source of my kind of obsession with the historical record. So both of my parents are essentially, they either come from Italian immigrants or they come from Guamanian immigrants. And so somehow that familial source has been a sort of impetus for me to not only understand history from a micro level, but then look at it in a macro level. And that's really what led me to move to the East Coast, specifically Washington, so I could have access to actually historical record. The method of making these works are essentially collage, and it's a medium of translation, essentially, in that when you look at how I conceptually make the work, it's a lot of cutting and fragmenting out of pieces of information from different sectors, different networks, that then are repositioned and reassembled. This, in a sense, locates you in a city. It locates you in terms of sort of what, for example, a national museum collects. And my hope is that a viewer might, for example, once they look at the work, and then if they are curious enough to read about it, they might go and look into some of these early inspirations, photographers, for example, artists that are coming out of different eras, and that this may then revive and renew some of those conversations about objects and images. An exhibition I'm participating in right now is a group show that was organized around the writings of Robert Walser. So the work that I produced, in terms of the title of it, it actually is referring directly to Robert Walser and Robert Smithson in this case, and a particular work by Robert Smithson entitled Mirror Thickets. So it's about almost giving somewhat of a clue so that someone may wonder, oh, I wonder what this is. I wonder who these Roberts are. I wonder what this means. So I absolutely love titles. I love to think about them and arrange the language. And it's very much like a collage for me. It's as important as it is making the work.